trying to mentally prepare. I didn't think this was going to happen. I thought this was going to be a breeze. I was like, no problem. This is going to be fun. And it is fun, but it's also an emotional roller coaster. I used this as a journal when I was in rehab, and I found a few entries. I didn't read them because I wanted to do that on camera and get my reaction and share that with the world, because why not? But it's... I'm going to be making a lot of weird noises because that's how my anxiety manifests physically, so just don't mind that. I didn't think I was going to be this nervous. I don't remember what I fucking wrote. I don't even remember that I wrote anything until I saw it again, because it was trauma that was buried away, and I don't have a lot of like physical writing from my past, so this is... It's interesting because I know it's going to unlock some stuff. I don't know if I'm ready for it, but we'll see. Okay, so, well, the first one is just simple. It's just reasons to stay sober. First, I wrote yourself. That's a good one. I love that that one's on the top of the list. Second is your future. I didn't really see much of one, but I'm glad I at least recognized that I had some sort of future. Third, your future family. Still figuring that one out. 4, you're better when you're sober. True. Generally speaking, that is true. I do use medicinal products, but that's it. I don't use what I used to anymore. I don't even drink alcohol anymore. Number 5, you'll save a lot of money. That was a big one. And number 6 is you'll save a lot of time. I was buying an ounce a week, at least, and smoking it all the fucking time. Okay, so some pages are blank. Some pages are blank, so I was flipping through, and then I saw the first entry, and that's why I made that noise. I forget that we have neighbors on both sides, and I don't know if they hear my screams. I don't know. I don't know how much sound gets through the walls, so I'm sorry. I need to be mindful of that. Oh my god. I'm feeling it in my hands. I don't know how to like describe it. It's like numb and tingly at the same time, and just trying to mentally prepare. I didn't think this was going to happen. I thought this was going to be a breeze. I was like, no problem. This is going to be fun. And it is fun, but it's also an emotional roller coaster. There's like so many different emotions running through my body at once. My whole body. Running through my whole body at once, and I don't know how to name any of them. Closest thing is nervous. Anxious. Anxious of what? Let's see. Anxious of... I'm like nervous to see what type of memories are going to pop up with it. That's what I'm nervous about. That's what I'm nervous about. Because when you go through some deep trauma in your life, or a period of trauma, your brain will block it out completely, and you will forget and lose the memories of that time in your life, because your brain is trying to protect you from that. You know? If you know, you know. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna do it. I'm still gonna do it. I committed to doing it. I already fucking set my camera up, so we're gonna do it. Alright? And I'm just doing one page. That's another thing. There's multiple pages. There's multiple pages. I looked at it again, and I just looked at the page, and I almost cried. That's not good. I'm like, my inner child is so scared right now. Oh my god. It's okay. It's okay. Sometimes you just gotta sit and remind yourself that you're safe. You are safe now. Anything that you do remember might bring up some hurt feelings and some painful memories, but it was all in the past. Okay? You got to remind yourself of that, because when you remember traumatic things like that, your body still feels it as if it happened recently, or if it's happening right now. your body has a physical reaction to that. And so to just try to prevent that a little bit or just ease the blow, I'm just trying to remind myself that yes, it's going to bring up some pretty harsh memories. I am going to feel pain for my past self. I'm already fucking tearing up. But it was in the past. And you are safe now. You are in a safe environment, both physically and emotionally and mentally and just all around, all sorts, checks all the boxes of safety. It's been half a month since I have gotten into a safe environment. So my body is still regulating that, and reading this is definitely going to rock the boat, for lack of a better term. I read the first line on the page just to test it out. I think I'll be okay. You know what would be a good idea? Hold on, I'm going to grab a paper so I can cover it as I read so I can go line by line. And I don't want to skip ahead because my eyes will wander. I found it's dated June 23rd, 2021. It's about 4 years. Woo! Okay. Tomorrow I'll be saying goodbye to drugs. I know it's going to be difficult, but it's time to leave that part of my life behind. I'm starting outpatient rehab on Monday, and I'm still trying to process all of the fear and doubts that have been coming up for me. I don't really have anyone to talk to about it, which is unfortunate, but hopefully that's something I can bring up in rehab. I'm sorry, the way I wrote that part reminded me of Perks of Being a Wallflower. If you haven't read that book, read it, and watch the movie. Read the book and then watch the movie. Okay. I put a side note in here. Side note, I use rehab and treatment interchangeably because I don't know how I feel about saying rehab. I do remember having a lot of shame around that. There's a lot of stigma around addicts, and I don't want people making assumptions about me based on that. I think one of the reasons why I care so much is because I still carry some shame around that part of me. That is very true. I did carry a lot of shame around that in the past. Now I don't give a shit. I'm like, that's part of my story. It takes some real fucking willpower and discipline to not chase after something you found so much comfort in for so many years and realizing that it's fucking time to change that or something really bad is going to happen, whether for you or for somebody else, you know, depending on what type of addict you were. For me, it was more myself. I was putting myself in danger because I would down stuff by the handful, and that led to many overdoses in my life. Nobody really knows about any of them really, except the first one I had was while I was in middle school. At the time, it was it was the first attempt. It was the first attempt, so I did the whole texting somebody I loved and being like, hey, I just did a thing, don't know if I'll bounce back or not. So just wanted to say goodbye and I love you. That's basically, that's not how that went, but, and then after that, I learned my lesson and didn't fucking tell anybody else because I didn't want I got hospitalized after the first one. I got put in Grippy Socks jail, so I didn't want that to happen, so I just didn't tell anybody about any of the other ones. There was 5 that I can still recall. Those 5 were, I genuinely thought I was gonna, and not bounce back. After everything that I took, I didn't even have the strength to write goodbye letters, even if I wanted to, and I did want to. It was bad, having to crawl myself to the bathroom because I didn't have the strength to walk. Realized how badly I fucked up and had to force myself to throw up. So that's just the first page of I don't know how many others, because I am scared to look right now, but there are others that I will read at another time. Within the month, I can I don't want to make any promises, actually. This one was a doozy. That's why I don't want to put a timeline on when I'm going to read the next one. My heart, I feel it in my heart. Anytime something like this happens, something really difficult gets brought up, and I don't feel like I have the capacity or the space to process it, my heart will just get numb and locked and caged. I don't know if that makes sense, but I also don't know how to describe it very well. It's a very distinct feeling, and I know that this is happening because my heart is trying to protect myself from these emotions, and I don't want to process them right now because I want to do other productive things today. So I'll process it later at a more convenient time. But anyway, I'm done filming. But thank you. I will keep you updated on. Oh, actually, follow the social medias. I'll put them somewhere. Follow those, and also subscribe down below and comment your thoughts. I will have a better outro in the future. I love you, and I hope you have a great day and a great life.